morning, everyone. I'm so happy. Oh, yes, I woke up on the right side of the bed, even though I sleep on the left side. I woke up happy this morning, and that don't happen to me very often, let me tell you. But I woke up feeling good, so I'm going to talk about shoes today. Oh, shoes. Who don't love shoes? I'm not crazy about them myself, actually. I'm more of a sock girl, but I do like shoes for my Barbies. So let's go look at some Barbie shoes. Do you know your Barbie shoes? Woo! Now here's my Barbie shoes. Yes, I dedicated a whole drawer and tried to organize these shoes. I'm still working on my organization. If you're working on your organization, you understand what I'm talking about. But we're going to look at some different styles and types and what they're called, just in case you don't know. I'm sure all you seasoned collectors out there know this better than I do. So if you got any info to add, just add. Also be sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started with the shoes. We're going to look at the first Barbie shoes that was ever made. They were open-toe shoes, also referred to as mules, and they came in different colors. They came with glitter, they came with holes, they came with pom-poms, and even one pair came with a pearl. So the first Barbie shoes would look something like this with a hole in the toe. That's because the Barbie's foot she had these rods in the bottom of her feet. Yes, the first Barbie had these rods in the bottom of her feet, so her shoes had to have holes in the bottom of her feet to fit on the stand that she fit on. So that's the first pair of Barbie shoes that was ever invented. The first Barbie shoes. So let's move on. When they dropped the number 1 Barbie to the number 2 Barbie, which did not have holes in her feet, this is what her shoes looked like. The black shoes were just solid open-toe mules. And what does mules mean? Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. So these came in a variety of colors, black and white being the most popular. Green. Here's an example of some pink, some browns, and yes, there was even a mustard color shoe. And this is it. I love the mustard. I have those on one of my dolls. I call these glitter shoes because they have glitter across the top right here. You see it right there across the instep. They have glitter. They come in silver glitter and gold glitter. I have a pair of both. They just don't show up good on the camera somewhere, so I will show you my silver ones though. You can add this glitter if the glitter is missing because it does tend to fall off over the years. Sometimes it's on the heel and the toe. So if you're a Barbie collector, that's the one thing that you definitely want in your collection is some of these glitter mules. This is the silver ones. You can see they got some silver across the top, trying to get where you can see these. And even on the heels of this pair, there we go. That's much better. That's a little better. Someone may have added glitter to these over the years. I don't know. I got them in a case on a haul. Look at that. There is a lot of glitter on these, so I think someone added some. You can do that, but it's a clear, hard shoe, marked Japan on the left, not on the right, and they're pointed in. There's a left shoe and there's a right shoe, and it looks so good on my quick curl with this 1970s outfit. I think this may be a Best Buy. Isn't this gorgeous? So next up came a pom-poms. These go to the masquerade outfit. And a lot of them, mostly the pom-poms go to the outfits that are the lingerie. Here's a pair of blue ones with the pom-pom. There's different colors, pink and blue and yellow pom-poms. Now, if you want to know if your shoes have pom-poms on them, so if you have a pair of shoes and they have a little bitty teeny hole right in the instep, then those were a pair of pom-pom shoes and you've lost your pom-poms. The ones that are just flat across the top and smooth that didn't come with pom-poms, they're not just good on the top. There's a little hole that the pom-pom fit in. And you can redo these, and I need to redo some of mine because they're notorious for falling off. That glue has let go after so many years, but occasionally you find them with the pom-poms on them, and you can tell people have re-glued them. There'll be a little glue here and there. But yeah, that's your pom-pom shoes. And the last one I want to talk about is the one with the pearl on the open-toe mule shoe. It's got this little pearl right there on the front. It came to senior prom. It's just a round, pretty little pearl right there. It's just a round, pretty little pearl right there. And that's the end of my open-toe mules. So let's go on. So Barbie, why do they call these shoes mules? Well, I checked it out, and the only thing I could find is it dates way back to the 1600s, and it doesn't have anything to do with a horse and a donkey, but it does mean that the shoe is open in the back and you just slide your foot in it, and it goes way back into the court of the king and the queens wore these, and the ladies in waiting or whatever you call them. They wore these shoes. They were really popular back then, and they're still popular today. And the other heel that Mattel made for Barbie is the closed toe spike heels. They got a higher heel on them, and they're real pointy toes in the front. They got this really sharp little cut right here, and they are marked Japan, so you do know that you're getting the original. A lot of these came in with some of the 1600 series, which is really fancy to do expensive outfits. So that's another shoe that you really want in your collection, at least one pair if you're a Barbie collector. So let's talk about wedges. Yes, Barbie wore wedges. The wedge part is made of cork, and there's different colors depending on what outfit. This would be resort set. Some of these came with a hole in them because they made resort set for quite a while, and some of them don't have the hole in them. This would be a pair for picnic set. If you see, it's got this little woven uh, instep or that goes across the shoe. So here's a mood for music shoe. It's got that gold across the top and cork. That cork does tend to fall apart over the years and does not hold up. So these shoes are highly prized if you've got a good pair of them because they do not hold up. So good luck with finding some of those. I need some luck with finding some of those myself. So Barbie not only dressed up, sometimes she dressed down, and that means tennis shoes. So tennis shoes have these little molded strings you can see, and they got these little ridges around the bottoms, and they are marked Japan. Now there's a pair that's red that came with only one outfit, and that's the Barbie cheerleading outfit. Here's the red tennis shoes, and it only came with the 1964 cheerleading outfit, but there is several different outfits that have the whites, and they also came in like multi-shoe packs, so you could mix and match them with other outfits. But this one only came with the cheerleading outfit, and I don't have them. I gotta get them. Barbie boots. So some of the boots that I know of are some of my favorites, and that's these squishy. I love the squishy. They're squishy called squishy because they're soft. They're flexible. So these are the tall, almost up to the knee boots. I got a red, white, and a blue pair. You can see the little strings. And these are some of my favorites. They have a heel on. They're not marked on the bottom, but this is what they look like. And also, you can get the rain boots. So these are also not marked, but they're squishy. See how bendable they are? These come in different colors. And how you can tell these, look at the little indentation right here into the boot. That's the Mattel brand. And also there was an ankle shoe. Here's a pair of light green ones. Oh, sort of like a lime green, I guess. And I've been taping them together so I don't lose them. I'm also tired of losing shoes. But this is part of my organizing, is taping my little shoes together. So some other boots that Mattel made are the majorette style boots. These will go to the majorette outfit, or the drum majorette as she's called, I believe. Now this pair of majorette looking shoes right here goes to an outfit. So this is a pair of Pilgrims up close. You can see that little knob, or that's up on the top. I'm called a knob for lack of a better word. But that's they do look like shoes that the Pilgrims wore. If you go back and look at old-timey shoes made way back, that's why they call these Pilgrims. And here's a great close-up look at them from the side. You can see that thick wedge heel and the high top that comes up in front of your foot, and that little knob, or whatever that little decoration would be called on the front of the shoe. I don't know. But these shoes are marked Japan, and they look really good on any doll. So this is a pair of Pilgrims on a flat foot living Barbie, and you can tell they are odd looking. So I'm going to change these out because I'm tired of her wearing these. And I had said one time that these shoes, the Pilgrim shoes, because they do have a heel, don't look right on a flat foot doll. But I'm going to put her these green flat footed shoes on with this outfit, and I think that will, see, they do make these flat shoes for these flat footed dolls. So to go with this, I think it's an important investment outfit, and those look much better on here. A little wobbly waist there, Barbie. Any handle is broke. This is the 1970s T-strap shoes, and I realized I only have a couple pairs of these. I think I have a purple one and a blue one somewhere. But these are adorable little shoes. They do not stay on the Barbie's foot very well, just like the Pilgrims don't. So you got to put some rubber bands or something to hold these shoes on. They're not very good at staying on, but they are really, really super cute, and I love the T-straps. This is another pair of some of my favorite kind of shoes, and they're a squishy, low heel with a bow on the front. They get on the flat-footed dolls or the ones that have the arch instep for the high heel. I just love these kind of shoes, and they do come in varieties of different colors. These also will fit the Francie doll, which I haven't even went into today, all the types of shoes that Francie has, but I'll have to leave that one for another video. Of course, that's not every vintage Barbie shoe. There's so many different specialty boots that went with only one outfit, some with two outfits, and of course the little theater shoes. And I need to do stuff on Little Theater. But I'll show you how I organized some of these, trying to get things under control. So I'm using one storage bin for my shoes, and I'm using baggies, and I'm putting, like these say, flat. So these are all flat shoes that would go to like Skipper or the flat-footed, the flat-footed dolls, the Living Barbie, you know, the Living Barbie, live action Barbie, and Skipper. So all different colors of flats. I have some in here. These are ballet / skates in a baggie. I have a baggie of tennis shoes. Now most of these are not Mattel, or there's some earlier shoes, just a whole bunch that I get. I get all kind of shoes when I find lots or hauls of outfits that I don't have to go to. So I'm trying to get them all together so I can keep up with them. One thing that I did start doing, and one thing that I have started doing also, this is Squishy and Francie. So these are Squishy shoes and Francie shoes. I started taking a little piece of just Scotch tape because they're so easy to lose. And I am taping them together. Let me find the pair in here. Not like these. I showed these earlier, but these are squishy ones that are taped together. If I don't have a pair, then I don't have them taped together. See, here's a little odd squishy pointy toe shoe that I didn't even talk about. But yeah, just put a little piece of tape around them to hold them together. I got to go back through some of these. Doing this video maybe mess a few things up. I got a whole package of 90s heels. I think these maybe 90s or early 2000s shoes. And I've got one that I just marked white shoes. Everything that was white went in here. And some of these probably even go to different dolls. They don't all go to Barbie. And I have a pair of 1960s heels. So this has been my open toe mules or my spike closed toe shoes. Now that's some of them that I've got organized in baggies, and I'm still working on some different things in here that I have not made it up yet. So these are the ones that I've got in bags, and it's going in here. They all go in here, and I can add to them and make even more bags of like clone shoes and whatever. And I'm keeping also all my hangers in this drawer because I've got a lot of hangers and I got a lot of Barbie cases I still got to fill. So the next time, I'm still happy, clap along if you know that the happiness is up to you. I'm still happy and you know that. I don't know the words of that song. Thanks for joining me. It says Barbie Love. Happiness is up to you. I'm so happy. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment and share the video with your friends. And we'll catch you on the next one.